Hey y'all, I'm Carolina Tony. Thank you for stopping by my channel. If you're here for the first time, be sure to go down below and subscribe. After that, ring the bell so we notified every time we put a video out. Today we are going to the great state of Kentucky to do some exploring. And I'm going to take you with me right after this station identification. I thought I would show you the hotel that I stayed in last night. This is the little town that it's in. You see the mountains are really smoky this morning. But check this out. Benham School. It's an old school building that has been repurposed for a hotel. And that's where you go check in. I guess that's the principal's office. And this is where the school children would come in. I'm assuming that would have been the cafeteria. And here's where you go to your rooms. Check out all the lockers down the walls. And here's my room. Of course, there's the bathroom and TV, dresser, complete with a armoire to hang your clothes in because there's not a closet, but they have made a bathroom in the corner. So it's pretty cool. I've never slept overnight in a school before, but I guess there's always a first, huh? This morning I'm in Cumberland, Kentucky. This was once a booming coal mine town, and it has dried up. It is very close to becoming a full-on ghost town. I spoke with a young lady a while ago working at a store, and I asked her what, made this town exist, and she said for many years it was a coal mine. And that's what everyone did, coal mine and coal mine related stuff, but the coal mines have dried up and coal closed down, and people are just hanging on, trying to eke out a living doing something. She was working at a Dollar General, so a few little businesses here, but as you can see, this is Main Street. I'm going to be traveling through Kentucky for the next few days, just exploring and seeing what I can find, but I thought I would show you what real life is like. I figured it's kind of hard to get out and film, so I will just take you down the road so you get an idea of what it looks like on Cumberland County. Continuing my journey on into the interior of Kentucky, we come to Middlesboro, Kentucky, and I'm sitting on a mover that would move this coal out of the mine. But there's something that's really neat here in Middlesboro that I specifically came to see. You know, once there were 3 little pigs. The first little pig built his home of straw. The second little pig built his home of sticks. And the third little pig built his home from bricks. But what if that third little pig built his home from coal? Well, I guess because coal is in abundance in these parts, what a better building material to build your home from coal. This coal house was built in 1926, utilizing 42 tons of coal taken from mines in this area. The Bell County Chamber of Commerce has their offices here today. And it's probably no more flammable than a house made from wood. Well, how about that? A house made of coal. Well, we're not finished here in Kentucky. There are a few more things that we're going to see, so it's time to get back on the road. This is the Benham Coal Mining Museum. This was once the commissary for a coal mine here in Benham, Kentucky. Now, commissary is basically a company store. This is where the coal mine workers would come to buy food and clothing and whatever else they might need. This is what remains of a hard hat. It's made of metal. On Wednesday, January the 20th, 1982, a coal mine explosion at the Mink Branch, Kentucky mine killed 7 miners and only 1 survived. Here are different types of lamps that were used in the coal mines down through the years. And these places were very, very dark and not a whole lot of light from these little lamps. This is what a company store would have looked like. Get everything that you would possibly need. Kind of like a early 20th century Walmart. This is what a company store would have looked like. Get everything that you would possibly need. Kind of like a early 20th century Walmart. There were some towns that were called free towns. They were not coal mine camps, not owned by the coal mine company, such as the reproduction here of the J.D. Maggard's Grocery. This would have been a mom and pop's type grocery store. An old lunch counter. Kind of remembering how things were a long ways back. Kind of reminds you of happy days. Jukebox. A little booth where you would go sit with Peggy Sue and look in her eyes. Maybe play a game of ping pong or I know a lot of you don't even know what this is, but this is called a phone booth. And here is a recreation of Loretta Lynn's house in Butcher Holler. They have some of her dresses. Van Leer Mine Office. Here is a mid-20th century hair salon. How many of you remember sitting on a little chair like this, getting your hair buzzed? I do. In the coal mine camps, right outside of the coal mine, there were places called bathhouses. And this is where, when after their shift, the miners would go into the bathhouse to actually take a shower, and then their clothes would be put on hooks and raised to the ceiling, such as this. They'd change back into their street clothes and go home. Today our adventure is in Manchester, Kentucky, and we are here to look at a very old rock housed in its own special little house. This is known as the famous Bird Petroglyph. It has been known by the people in this area dating back to the pioneer days, and it's even on the National Register of Historic Sites. On December 7th, 1984, this stone was up in the mountains and it broke off a cliff and rolled out onto Highway 66 near a little town called Lower Redbird. On December the 9th, 1994, they moved it here and put it in its own little house. Now, a lot of folks know that petroglyphs, or those that most of us know about, were carved by ancient Indians, but the unique thing about this, it contains at least 8 Old World alphabets that are engraved on it. And most of these alphabets were extinct when Columbus arrived in the New World in 1492. Some of the alphabets are from the 1st century Greek and Hebrew, Old Libyan, Old Arabic, Iranian Punic, which probably dates from the 9th century, BC Organ, German ruins, and some other ones that I can't even pronounce. And there's some that are English, like Roy Heed. And of course, I'm sure that people have scratched on this stone over the years. There is a sign that tells what the 1st century Christian monogram in Hebrew and Greek letters looks like. They say that means Christ the rock. And Ogam Rebus, in the Gaelic language, it means right hand of God. Well, to some people, a big rock. To others, a petroglyph. Pretty cool, huh? Over my shoulder is Kentucky. We have left Kentucky. I hope you enjoyed our visit there, looking at some of the sights, some of the towns. If you did, be sure to go down below. Give me a big old thumbs up. Be sure to tell your family and friends and share on your social media. But until next time, Y'all have a good day.